Alright, let me just play this up. So, this is melee carry Fiora. Gonna do things a little bit different. I know you guys probably watched my Tryndamere video. I'm gonna do things different here.
To Summoner's Rift.
So, in my Tryndamere video, let me just lock this on Fiora because that's who we're gonna be focused on. In my Tryndamere video, I started Doran's shield. I'm not going to do that as Fiora. I don't have the built-in heal, and it's not a good idea. So I just poked down Ali. And so Ali was, I'm not sure what he was thinking. I guess he thought Ezreal would be there. Ezreal's gonna top lane. So he's a little confused. I would be confused too, but I wouldn't be that confused because I'm the one doing it. So CSing is basic. Now, when you're a melee carry, you kind of just have to hit the support and get him low enough and then drop the AD carry afterwards. You take a lot of harass, which is why I start cloth armor and 5 pots in this matchup. Just get CS where you can, parry what you can. Minions will win the trade for you always. Start the Q after W, and I plan to max Q. You need your gap closer up as much as possible. It's also pretty good for picking up CS. Take a lot of harass. Farm on the tower for a bit. Just other things in general, I'm really abusing the fact that Caitlyn does not have a mate, so she can't really have the same all-in potential. We get a kill. I burn everything, but we get it. We almost had Ali too, but I couldn't tank him when we couldn't tank. Not worth the trade. Also, keep in mind, when you play melee carries, you have to be more team. As weird as it sounds, you can't just farm. Here, let me see if I can put this in better ways. You can farm for the whole game, but if you do, the enemy AD carry has the opportunity to do that, and they'll beat you in team fights just because they're random. So the plan is not to farm for too long, but farm enough and beat them in lane long enough, and then mid-game I'm going to want to roam around and get some team fights done before they start to upscale me. So I couldn't pick that up without worrying about Alistair's cooldown, so I just back off. Farm up a bit. She goes in, but I don't have enough. I couldn't get the second Q off, so that sucks. I didn't want to chase into Alistair. Mana is also a problem when playing as Fiora. I noticed this, that my Q, even though it provides for me so much damage, it's taking a big toll on my mana. It's fine, I gotta do what I have to win. So I see this going on, I'm just gonna kill Caitlyn real quick, and then keep chasing. Morgana's free kill. And now we get Dragon. So another thing is, Amumu flashed is my dragon, which is funny. And Ezreal, actually, I believe he picked Ezreal into Jax. Yeah, he picked Ezreal into Jax. And I guess he felt the need to have a ranged carry, but I told him, I'll do the carry, just pick a bruiser. And I think if he picked a bruiser, he could have done better versus Jax. But he's going to be useful late game. So it's going to be okay. We're gonna get some team fights done, and we're gonna make them play. Another plan when playing Fiora, our goal is to isolate the enemy AD carry so that I can get my ult off on them. As you can see, my ult did like nothing because they were both together, which is really sad. I hate the fact it's like that, but it is. If they're together, my ult can't really do anything. It's kind of dumb. Caitlyn's sticking around. I'm not sure why she's sticking around, but I assume that everyone else has left since they haven't tried to side me. And no, I was wrong. Alistair's there. Doesn't matter, I have like massive damage. But I stepped into a trap and got baited by barrier. Ryze picks it up, and then he picks up another kill on Alistair, who tried to save Jarvan. Morgana starts pushing. So we're gonna isolate Caitlyn. Look, she's alone, so she's just instantly going to drop. Now, Fiora's ult, it does this stupid thing where it reduces damage every time it strikes the same target multiple times. I don't know why it does that. I guess that's some like old way of balancing. But she would be cool if Pearl actually did all the damage, regardless. Or at least not by that much. It gets reduced by 25%. 20% I can understand. But 25? Your Fit's gonna do like nothing. It's just kinda sad. Wait, man, I think I'm rating this wrong. 25%, damn. I thought it was decreasing 25%. Yeah, I don't know, they gotta fix that. It shouldn't deal 1/4 of its damage for striking the same target twice. I think that's a little ridiculous. So here we can fight this. If I get a good ult off, I do back out, stay here, take a 2 kills. And Caitlyn goes to me. Doesn't matter, I could have parried any other sort of attack she did. Heal up with my life steal. If you notice, I do this thing where I get a Doran's shield and Doran's blade. This gives me about 180 HP. There's a ruby crystal, some armor, damage, and sustain. I back here. Rise gets mad at me for backing. I guess he thought I could have done anything if I didn't back, but I was pretty low. I didn't have much mana. So he gets pretty mad, and he says he's carrying me, but I'm actually... I don't understand why he said that, because I'm going 4-1-4. Maybe he thinks my CS matters, but I'm a melee carry. I want to focus on fighting these team fights, getting these team fights out the way early, and we'll just snowball into the late game. I do miss a lot of CS because I'm out of practice. I haven't been playing League as much. I've been playing more Dota. Dota 2 to be specific, but it's irrelevant. And now we're playing Fiora. So my build is Brutalizer, and I'm going to go for a Bloodthirst. Try and get as much farm as I can. Here I Diver, and it's just slaughter. Don't isolate yourself against Fiora, but I think they were a little harsh with that 25%. Should deal at least 30 maybe % of your damage. I was a little confused on that. I think I still am, but I'm starting to understand it. I play Fiora sometimes, but I don't play her religiously. So I just poke Jack where I can, try to blow up Morgana, but I think she got her stun off. Not sure. Doesn't matter, we pick them off. Pull up. Again, being in those team fights, if you notice Caitlyn's gonna be bot, she's gonna try to farm for the late game. But I could solo her every single time she's there. Ezreal can't really solo her, but he could just push back. And I'm just gonna devastate these team fights. Even if she was in them, it wouldn't make a difference because we could just jump on her and finish her. One cool thing though, her Fiora's ultimate applies red buff. It applies all on hit effects. It also applies Sheen, so if you get a Training Force is pretty good on Fiora. Try that Morgana here, I got her. Now here's where I messed up. I stutter back. I should have just continued this way, and I might have been okay. But instead I cycled back, I was staying to the right, hoping my team could get to me, and so I died. It's alright though. So the plan is Bloodthirster, Ghostblade, and I'm just gonna rape everything. Why Ghostblade? Because the item's amazing. gives me my attack speed I need, the movement speed I need, cooldown reduction is helpful, and some crit strike armor pen. So think of it a part of a Last Whisper, part of a Zeal, actually part of a Phantom Dancer, part of a Phantom Dancer, and just 10% cooldown reduction. It's a pretty good item. It's severely underrated because it only works on like melee carries. A Rise has started up the red for me to take it, and the enemy team's headed towards Baron. Caitlyn fought, but we're here. Again, what Caitlyn's doing, she's trying to farm for that late game. It's not going to make a difference because she's not going to get to the late game in time while we take the objectives and destroy her whole team. They can't stall like that. We send Ezreal down because we can win this. Let's take this poke down. I get a good ult, very low, and I managed to get out of there with a couple of parries and light steal.
Has destroyed a turret.
So I tell my team to back so they can't start Baron if I was being full. And I pick up a Zeal. This Zeal, I believe I was going into Training Force with it because Training Force is a really good item on Fiora. You could rush it or you could go Bloodthirster Training Force. And I don't go the Phantom Dancer because if I'm looking at my burst of speed right now, that's 120%. So I don't need that much attack speed. Attack speed also stacks multiplicatively. So I'm actually getting less gold efficiency per attack speed as I keep stacking. So I'm going to go for Training Force. Get those direct utilities, and it's pretty good. At this point, they just surrender because Caitlyn's not in these team fights, and they're literally getting nothing done. So that's melee carry Fiora. Stay tuned for melee carry gameplay.